Save our planet, adapting agriculture to mitigate climate change. From droughts in Mexico to floods in Pakistan and deadly heat in the U.S., extreme weather events are increasing due to global warming. Experts have stated concern that these could lead to instability in global agriculture markets and even conflicts over food, similar to those seen in 2007 and 2008. In a recent report, the World Bank studied the impacts of climate change in depth for the countries Mozambique, Ethiopia, Ghana, Bangladesh, Olac or Vietnam, Samoa, and Bolivia, and estimated that the cost for all the most vulnerable countries to adapt to climate change will be $70 to $100 billion per year until 2050.
The reality is that climate change is a development issue. The poorest of the poor tend to be the most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, whether it's sea level rise, drought, flooding. They also are the least resilient because of their impoverished state.
The World Bank's new study was presented by Environment Department Director Warren Evans, who explained that economic development is the most cost-effective method of climate change adaptation. In particular, developing sustainable agriculture would make both adaptation and mitigation of climate change efficient, a point confirmed by a 2009 Dutch study which found that a global shift to an organic vegan diet would save world governments 80% of climate mitigation costs by 2050, or a savings of $32 trillion.
Agriculture is one of the opportunities for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. There is a tremendous amount of carbon stored in soils and in grasses and so on. Right now, that is not a part of the equation in terms of getting financing to developing countries for reducing their emissions, but there's a tremendous opportunity to shift agricultural practices so that carbon is stored.
And what kind of practices are you talking about?
Well, a simple one is no-till farming. Where you reduce the amount of exposure of the soils to the air, to the atmosphere. You retain a higher level of organic composition and of vegetative growth on top of the soils, but proven over and over again to be a highly effective system for production. Other systems involve changing the way that water's managed, and in some cases it's a matter of changing crops.
Our appreciation, Director Evans and World Bank, for indicating ways to support the most impacted countries in mitigating global warming. May all nations help to make rapid and effective changes to stop further climate change.
During a May 2009 video conference in Togo, Supreme Master Ching Hai discussed organic vegan farming practices and their benefits for the planet at this crucial time.
Organic farming preserves topsoil and keep water bodies clean, and if used worldwide, would have the potential to absorb and store approximately 40% of all present-day CO2 emissions each year. The other aspects of vegan organic farming that are beneficial, including things like crop rotation, mulching, and natural fertilizers. Other methods such as mulching and even a new method called no-till organic farming help retain moisture and reduce soil erosion considerably. So in general, vegan organic farming follows a philosophy of living in harmony with nature and protection for the planet and all beings. I highly encourage you to pursue a vegan organic farming method, if at all possible. Of course, it is possible. It has to be possible for our own survival. The vegan diet is the real key and is the essence of the change that needed for saving our planet.